Luscious, what's the tea? Do you?
Oh my
What is the
god.
tea up in here, bitch?
Luscious.
Honey, did you guys watch Luscious's live
What
video
was it
today?
Rice.
given?
Oh, girl, she went
What was
in.
she say? Oh, well, you know what? Let's talk about it.
Right,
Luscious,
give us a briefing.
What happened
Wait,
with you in
who put the ten
Geneva?
inch the 10 inch dick in the jumbotron?
Look at the 10-inch dick leaking. That was
Mm.
not 19 bookmarks. You fags.
Whose dick was
10
that?
inch,
Was that
10-inch
Sasha
daddy.
Colby's
You see how I
Santa?
got you some promos? Send me some exclusive videos in the DM.
Girl,
Oh,
not
Okay,
the
baby.
20 bookmarks. You fucking gays.
What
Girl,
is
it's going
the tea,
up.
girls? What is the
No,
tea?
Luscious, what was the live giving you? What were you saying?
I had to,
Luscious was arguing with the microcleaner.
I had to address the drama with Geneva Carr, girl.
What happened?
Girl, hold on, because the girl saying you a bully.
Listen,
Who's saying she's a bully?
is it me being a bully if I'm just speaking the facts?
Oh.
What
If I'm
happened with
just saying the
Geneva,
truth?
sister?
Candy, can I ask you something
Yeah.
though? What if there was a Brooklyn girl that had been saying she's from Brooklyn, she's always performing in Brooklyn, she's Brooklyn down. She goes on Drag Race and says all that. You've never seen her perform once in Brooklyn.
Girl, it's
Nobody in
no
Brooklyn
shade.
knows
That's
her.
half the Brooklyn girls that go on Drag Race. Ooh, clock that
Oop,
tea.
clock it.
So Luscious comes from an even
No, darn.
smaller town than Brooklyn. She comes from Brownsville.
Who?
So that's where this all starts.
God.
And I just said that I've been to her house and I know that that little girl does not live in Brownsville, Texas. And she went on Drag Race and she said she's from Brownsville, Texas. And I said, I find it disrespectful that you said you're from Brownsville when I know you're not. You're from a smaller little town. And why are you ashamed of where you're from? I think representation matters and you should have gone on that humongous
Here goes my
platform
sister, Joelle, about to break it up.
and you should have just told everybody where you're from. It's not a big deal, girl.
Now,
Joella?
the girls are fighting
But does
online.
she live in Brownsburg
Joella?
now?
The girls, they're
Does
fighting.
she live in
And I
Brownsburg now?
Okay, wait,
and
let's just let me ask you this. If I bring Geneva right now, will y'all have a conversation?
girl, bring her on the live, girl. I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait to
text
Geneva
see.
her.
pushed
Wait a
me
minute.
down at a club
Luscious.
and I fell and broke my knee one time. It was
Wait a
so
minute.
horrible.
Luscious. Does she the Luscious, could you hear
Uh,
me?
uh,
Do do
uh-huh.
do do she live in Brownburg now?
I think she lives in Brownsville now, maybe,
Okay.
possibly.
I say that because I started my drag career in Indianapolis. I had lived in Chicago for 5 months and I represented Chicago. But the reason I had an option when I got there to do Chicago or Indianapolis. The reason I said Chicago was because I knew I wasn't going back to live in Indianapolis.
And where do you live now, bitch?
I live in Houston now.
Oh yeah, no, so Drag Race, the way Drag Race is, they put you represent the city that you're currently living in.
Oh.
But you know what? It goes even deeper than that because she was also saying that she didn't know who Luscious was and she was not acknowledging her existence, which I think is real shady to begin with. Because
If
why
you
wouldn't
take
you
it from
praise
Brownsville, I'm
another
glad she
Oh,
was a
popular drag
Brownsville
queen in your
queen.
small town?
oh, I
God.
get that but you know what, Luscious? In reality, I may have been from Chicago on the show, but the first thing that I said that people knew me was Mars Point. We made it because I'm from Mars Point, Mississippi, and I always rep that bitch.
Well, bitch, I don't care where I'm living. If I go on Drag Race, I'm telling these motherfuckers I'm from Brownsville, Texas, bitch, because that's where I was bred and born, bitch.
Oh, bread.
Ooh, you still get bread.
Oh, baby, they be breeding me in Brownsville, Texas, let me tell you.
Oh, wait.
Right,
'Cause Geneva texted me. She said, I'm listening. Let me join. Girl. Now, ladies, I
right.
want everyone to please get along because look, I think whether she's from Bronzeville or where do you say she's from, Luscious?
I think she lives in Brownsville, Texas now. It wasn't even a big deal. I was on sloppy seconds. They brought her up, and I just said, I don't even think she's from Brownsville. I think she's from San Benito because I went to pick her up one time with a friend of mine, and that's all I said. It wasn't even a big deal. But she went on Twitter and she said, "Oh, I don't even know this girl, and she can't. Why does she can't keep my name out of her mouth?" First of all, baby, they asked me. Number one, I wasn't bothered. I was over here trying to talk about me. I was getting interviewed about me, baby.
Mm.
Hola,
Hallelujah.
Tati.
Hello.
Where is Geneva?
Ooh.
Hi, sis.
Hi,
Wait. But
Geneva,
before we
the
get
diva
started,
más latina.
before we all get started, there's 800 of y'all right now. Please follow me right now on Twitter. Follow all the girls on the panel. We have our Cash Apps pinned up there.
Oh, wait.
Make my Cash App ding because I know I'm feeding y'all tonight. But you
Girl,
know what?
Hold
girl,
on,
Let's
Kia.
really get
hold
into it.
on, wait a minute, hold on. Get my Cash App too at Luscious Massacre, bitch.
Wait,
Okay,
If
I need a
if
I
I'm
need a
about
little
to put up,
recap.
if we're about to pull up these views, get my Cash App and get Geneva Carr's at Cash App too,
everybody
please.
reply with your Cash App
Yeah,
in the
there it is.
chat. Okay,
And my Cash App is Cash App Miss Got the
Thank
Body.
you,
I'll get it to you.
thank you.
okay, but
You said got the body.
let's start here. Geneva, what's the tea, sister?
Wait,
Where you
got
at?
the body?
Okay, no, so okay,
Miss
so
Got the
let me
Body.
explain because yeah, so Luscious picked me up at my parents' house in Harlingen, not San Benito, like maybe like 9 years ago.
Girl, it was
I
not no
do
9 years, but
hold
okay.
on, Luscious, Luscious, yeah, mute your hold on, mic. Hold on,
Okay.
loca.
Yeah,
So
let Geneva talk. Let Geneva talk.
so I lived in Bronzeville like sub almost 6 years now. So of course, when you're on there, like where do you live, whatever. So that's what you say. Originally, Bridge, I'm from Tamaulipas, Mexico. If there's really a place where I'm from, I've lived in many cities in the RGV. So to me, I mean, Valley, right? It's just the fact that I'm like, you never pick me up in San Benito. So like, I am not from San Benito. Nothing with San Benito, right? Is whatever. Like, I love, the whole RGV. But I was like, girl, I do not live or have lived in San Benito ever. If anything, like South Padre Island, Port Isabel, Harlingen, now Brownsville, and who knows, maybe McAllen or maybe out of here in a couple of months. I don't know. That was
Mm-hmm.
just it. Like nada que ver. It's not that serious. I was just like, I'm like, girl, I'm already tired of like constantly hearing and seeing like, all this drama or whatever. And no, to answer Miha's question, because I'm pretty sure she was the one telling Luscious about, things that were going on in production because she works.
Wait. Geneva, wait. Before you bring me into this, just know that I'm not luscious and I keep my shit 100% professional. And I don't bring work into my fucking drag family place. So wherever she may have heard it, just know if you're going to bring my name into it, be ready to bring my name into it. Because I am not the root of
Well,
this.
regardless,
So go ahead, finish.
somebody inside that knows her apparently told her that RuPaul asked me if I knew her, which is a lie. RuPaul said, "Are you in the House of Massacre?" And I said, "I am not." That ended. It never aired. So somebody on the inside that knows her must have told her because she's the one that told me back in
Okay,
December.
but what? But let me tell you this. When have you ever seen me on set? I do Michelle Visage's hair at her house in Calabasas. I do not go to
Well,
set.
I mean,
I go to Michelle Visage's home and then I go back and I book other gigs. So don't be trying to say I brought shit from set, bitch.
well, anyways, like I said, somebody that knew her in
No.
there.
Anyways, like you said, yes, somebody, not Miha. It was probably Miha because you said Miha was probably Miha. It was not probably me. So do not fucking bring my work into this shit.
Bueno,
You got what I'm
okay,
saying?
está bueno. Anyways, like I
I
was
bet you
saying,
won't hit him.
Okay,
somebody
move
from the
on.
inside said because she said, "Oh, RuPaul asked you this." How is she gonna know RuPaul asked me that unless somebody that's on there told her something? But anyways, that didn't happen. She just asked if I was in the House of Massacre. I said I'm not, and then that was it. So
Okay,
RuPaul
well,
asked you
what
on the
I
main
heard, let me
stage.
tell you what I heard. Let me tell you what I why all
What you
this
heard,
beef
girl?
started. All these beefs started because I heard that
Uh-huh.
RuPaul asked her if not only if she was from the House of Massacre, but if she knew Luscious Massacre from Brownsville, Texas, and that you said no.
Cause she Well,
And
did it.
it wasn't aired, but the question was asked, and in my experience, because I know damn well that you know me because you've been in my house.
Yes, I
I've
know where
been
you
to
live.
your house. You know exactly who I am because I am, let's keep it real. I have been the drag queen from Brownsville, Texas, that's been representing all over the world. And I did not need to get on Drag Race to be
Oh, wait
discovered
a
or to be
minute.
seen. I
But it's not.
didn't.
It's
No,
not
it's
about
just
getting
it's
on
just true
Drag Race.
tea.
I've never mentioned anything
I
like, "Oh, I'm more
understand,
because I got
sweetheart,
on
but
Drag Race."
I did not need to get on a reality show to be known. I
And that
discovered
and that's and
myself,
that's good for
and
you. That works for you.
absolutely it does. But for you to say that you don't know me, to me, that is
But you were
absolute
not there.
disrespect and
Like you
shame.
don't know what happened. You were not there. You're going based off of something that somebody told you. That's not even what happened.
Wait,
If it would
one
have
second,
aired and it would have
one second.
happened,
Wait,
it would have
Luscious,
been
who told you?
yeah. Who told you
Girl,
exactly? You're not gonna say obviously.
at this point, what's the point of me saying?
Wait, before we
But
continue
it,
anymore,
well,
before we
because
Hold on,
continue
because
yeah.
if I
anymore, because
tell
I know the
you, because
girls are
let me tell you
recording this and
this,
getting
I
posted.
will
One
tell you
second, wait
this.
one second.
I
In
will tell you
World
this.
of Wonder, RuPaul's Drag Race, MTV, Viacom, me, Mistress Isabel Brooks, I'm not involved in this. I am just the messenger. I'm just the reporter. I'm the Wendy Williams on the TNZ. I don't know what's happening. If she said yes, no, maybe so, I don't know. But what I do know is tune in every Monday
Release
to
the
Mistress Monday.
footage. Release the footage so we can squash the
Also,
beast,
wait,
bitch.
No,
what
we
if?
need the clarity, so we need names.
Wait, well, no. My thing is, I want to know if RuPaul asked the question. It must have been on the runway, meaning there
It
were other queens there,
yes,
like contestants. No.
yes, it was on the runway.
Oh, so it could have been like a contestant. That's not it.
Well, I mean, Luscious could say if it was a contestant, there should be no problem.
I don't listen. At the end of the day, all I know is the question was asked, and apparently, I shade was thrown, and that's all I know.
Well, she just asked, "Are you in the House of Massacre?" And I said no. I mean, if that's shady, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's not the truth. I'm not in the house.
Would you want to be in the House of Massacre?
Oh my
No,
god,
girl. Like,
baby, girl, the house is closed. I would not want her as my daughter.
and vice versa. I do
Joella,
not
why
need
are you
her as a mother.
laughing? Joella, why are you laughing?
Oh, is
And,
my mic
and
not
and it
muted?
wouldn't be right either to whoever it is that is her mother. It wouldn't be right. I don't
You
even know
know
who
who
her
my
mother
drag mom
is, but
is, Lashes. Don't argue me.
Okay,
You know
wait,
who my mom
Geneva,
is.
Joella, what did you hear? Joella, I know
Joella,
Joella heard the stories too, man.
let me also ask this though, because I know I'm neutral. Sister, I feel like we've talked about it before. You think like Joella don't like you and Luscious don't like you. Do you feel like that's why they're maybe upset? Like why don't they like
oh,
you?
listen. You actually want to know? Listen, there was actually
Oh,
there was a precursor to this shade. Actually,
What's the
there,
precursor? What
there
is
was a
that?
precursor to this shade that already I was feeling like, okay, Geneva Carr to me is a messy person, and let me tell you why.
I
Huh?
would never.
No, let me
also
tell
she
you.
you didn't like her before she didn't say your name.
I didn't like her before. It's not that I didn't like her. I was already feeling like this is a person that I cannot trust, and a person that is disrespectful. Let me tell you why. Because she does wigs. Miss
I
Geneva
do
Carr does
not. That's
wigs.
actually my boyfriend.
Okay, her boyfriend does wigs, and this is the true tea. I went out one time and I came out. I was working on We're Here, whatever, traveling, and I came down home. I was home for the weekend, and I went out to a bar here in Brownsville, and I ran into them. They
Which
ran into me.
bar?
They were very. I think
Apparently, what bar? Because you said
it
there's
was
not
the
that much
country
going
bar.
on.
It was the country bar where all the girls used to perform. It was a country
Oh
bar.
yeah, we took a picture together on
Yes,
your Instagram.
you were very nice. You and your boyfriend were very nice, and y'all said, "Oh, we have a wig business, and we're doing wigs, and we would love to if you would wear one of our wigs. We would love to sponsor your wig." I completely spaced about it, and a couple weeks later, I responded, and I said, "Well, baby, if I wanted a wig, this is." I sent you a picture. I said, "This is the kind of wig I would want." And y'all responded with, "Oh well, baby, we're not in a position right now, and you got to pay for this wig or something like." But the way you said it, it was very like it was like,
Likewise.
"Bitch, I didn't even want a
Likewise.
wig. I didn't even want a
Likewise.
wig,
Okay,
Okay,
bitch."
wait.
well,
Oh, wait. So
well,
Joella want to come out? Joella to the stage.
Yeah, Joella, tell your
I
side,
had
please.
the same experience, and this was before Drag Race, and I reached out to her because she was obviously like a new business, and I wanted to help them out, and I also needed a wig because I just started YouTube, and I asked her about a wig that she posted, and she basically like just blew me off or whatever.
why does
Then,
everyone say me? I do not handle the social
well,
medias.
you know what? You posted it, so
But
then
it's
the
your name
next
on it,
time,
baby. You're the one representing that business, so it
But
comes
Amira,
back on
listen.
you.
Okay, well, I'll let y'all finish, and then I'll tell you why we decided not to. Because
so
from
then
what
the
I
next
heard,
time, right? I asked her again months later, like she posted another wig, and I was like, you know what? Let me ask again. Hey, I want that wig. Can I have it? And again, you threw shade at me. So I was like, you know what? Like, fuck helping this bitch, whatever. So I just went
yeah.
elsewhere.
Okay, well, with Luscious, my boyfriend said, I'm a fan of you. I want you to have a wig, whatever. He introduced himself to you. Yes, he quedó. And that's he quedó, right? So then I hear from this other queen that you were hanging around with that you were talking shit about, the wigs and the business and whatever. So then he got offended and he was like, you know what? Never mind. That was
Oh
with
God.
you, your situation. With Joella, she wanted a wig for the Patrick Star lip gloss. She wanted it like I don't know, the next day, and I told her we don't have the color in stock. If you need it by tomorrow, if you have a wig, we can fix it for you, whatever. Just seeing, like didn't reply or anything, so I was like, okay, pues maybe not. And that was the whole situation.
Well, I honestly, I have. there's no way that your boyfriend heard from somebody, because I keep my clothes very tight. I'm very paranoid. I don't trust anybody, and my group in Brownsville is tiny for the same reason, because I've
Micro,
already
micro tight.
micro tight, because I know messy, evil drag queens who like
Evil.
to use your name for clout, and they go do videos and they go talk shit and they go lie. So that's why my group is small. I there's only two drag queens in Brownsville that I hang out with, and I know for a fact you didn't hear shit from them. So
It was when
I
you were
don't.
hanging out with Danica, and also your drag
Oh,
mom Divine has also made some comments. That's how I knew how like you were knowing stuff about what was going on Drag Race, because she said that you had someone on the inside that was telling you tea.
Oh yeah, baby, I work in the industry. I know everything about everything. Absolutely.
well,
What do you
can I,
mean?
may I interject? May I interject? It seems like this is a misunderstanding. And I want to know, what is it going to take for you both to move forward?